Hi everyone, it's read aloud time. Today we're going to read one of my absolute favorite books. It's called Not Quite Narwhal.
I love that book.
Yeah, we love this book. So if you've heard it, awesome. And if you haven't, get ready to have a new favorite. Here's my home audience.
Hi.
Scarlett, Sawyer,
Hi.
our au pair Leona,
Hey.
and Scouty.
Hi. Hi.
And we're all very excited today. Okay, so Not Quite Narwhal. Not Quite Narwhal. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. There's baby Kelp. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food. And he wasn't a very good swimmer. He's got his little swimmies on. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided that he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. I wish I were a better swimmer. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like Kelp.
I know what it is.
Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy.
Good Kelp.
It wasn't.
It's easy.
Oof. Ow. Eventually, he got the hang of it. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals actually were unicorns, and by the looks of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusks. We call them horns. Wow. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea.
Look, that's where the unicorn was.
Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon. Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp! Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, He didn't have to choose.
Mommy, can you show us, guys?
There they all are, living happily ever after.
And
And look, on the last page it says, I'm a unicorn. Okay. So today you guys can choose how you want to write about Not Quite Narwhal. You could write a summary, you can write an opinion about whether or not you like the book and why, or you could do any other reflection, what this book makes you think of, or anything else. Enjoy.